Hello, 大家好. Today's guest is Sera from China. She's currently studying at Xiamen University for her bachelor's degree. Today, I'll ask her student life in China. Sera, can you briefly introduce yourself, please?
Of course. Hello, everyone. My name is China, and I am from China. And my hometown is Heilongjiang Province in the northeast of China. Now I am a university student, and I study in Xiamen University. And my major is international journalism and communication. And thank the host so much to invite me, and I am very glad about sharing my stories.
Thank you very much. Your English is very good. Have you studied in overseas countries before?
No, I just learn English mainly by myself.
Wow.
And also learn in the practice, yeah.
So in China, at which grade do you guys start learning English?
I think in the third grade in primary school. But if the students choose to take the extra class, they can start from an earlier time. But I studied English in the third grade in primary school. And I am very interested in learning English, so I usually talk to myself in English. That is one of my hobbies. Because I have some foreign friends in my major, and our major has 19 students, and half of them are international students. So I have the opportunities to talk to the overseas friends. And also because our universities has many foreigners, so I can always find a chance to talk to the foreigners, yeah. And I also participate in the English corner sometimes. There are some Chinese people practicing English, and there are also some foreign friends.
Yeah, I remember that Xiamen University has lots of foreign students who study in the same major, or some people study Chinese, right?
Yeah, of course. But they are in the Xi'an campus. There are foreigners in Xi'an campus who study Chinese. We study English mainly in Siming campus.
Bigger one, the main campus, right? The one that is closer to the city center.
Yes.
I also currently study online at Xiamen University, and because my major is international economics and trade, I am studying economics in Chinese.
I see. You are also a good, talented person indeed.
Thank you. So you always had a chance to talk to a foreign friend during your university years, and so you also try to join the English corner to practice your English, right?
Yes.
Have you ever traveled to foreign countries, other countries before?
Other countries, of course, but I only traveled to one country, the South Korea. I just went to South Korea last winter vacation. And because even now I am studying Korean language, because I just love learning different languages. That makes me feel very satisfied. So I went to South Korea to learn to try to use this language and also experience the culture and the scenery of this country. And I feel that this is a very meaningful travel experience for me. And I also want to travel to other countries in the future.
Wow, which country do you want to go in the future?
I want to go to the UK because I have seen some good TV dramas like Sherlock Holmes, and it was shot in this country. And I think the atmosphere of it and the culture of it is I really like it. So I really want to see this country.
So because you already speak really good English, so probably communication would be no problem when you go to UK.
Oh, I hope so. Thank you.
So you said that you started studying English when you were in primary school, right? And then at the junior high school, the English class continued, right?
Yes, of course. All of the Chinese students in China, we learned English since we are primary students, and we learn it all along. Even though now we are university students, we still need to take the English classes and the English exam. So it is a very important subject in China. I think maybe that is because now there are more jobs and we need more English talented persons. So the country, the government set many English lessons.
If you can speak English fluently, there will be more job opportunities, right, in the future?
Yes, definitely. For example, because one of the reasons that I keep studying English every day is that I think maybe in the future I can get a job, and I can use English as one of my advantages. to compete with others. For example, maybe in the future, I can become an international journalist or a translator between different countries. And we can help the different companies in different countries solve their misunderstandings and problems. And I think in this era, we need this kind of people, this kind of talented people to do this. Because although the AI is very useful and can be used in many situations, we still need people to negotiate, to have a good impact in these situations.
Yes. So when you talk to other people, AI cannot take everything. It's also part of communication, so we still need human beings.
Yes. That's exactly what I think.
I heard that the students in China, everybody studies so hard. So I would like to hear that what was your life like in primary school and junior high school? So before you entered high school, how was your life like?
I think compared to my high school, my primary school and junior high school, I don't have too much pressure. The high school, I really have many pressure. But when I was in primary and junior high school, I am very happy and free. And I think I am one of the luckiest students because I have a good family. I have good parents. My parents don't push me so hard, but there are some Chinese parents, they really push their children so hard because they want to make their child study very good, like one of the best students, be the best students in the class. But I think my parents don't think so. They just want me to be happy. So, and also at that time, when I was in primary school, we don't have so much homework. And I am good at studying, so I can finish the homework within 2 hours. And after that 2 hours, I will try to do my own study for another hour. And after that, I will just play with my mom and or play with my dad. Yeah, and my mom and dad always take me to the nature on weekends. So I really love nature very much. So I am very happy at that time. When I was in junior high school, I think I have more pressure, but I can still stand it because I am good at studying and always one of the top students in my class. So I think I can handle it and I can finish the homework before 10 p.m. Well, other students, they may finish the homework at 11 p.m. and that is quite late for a junior high school student. At that time, after junior high school, we started to have the ranking among different students according to our grades and scores. And that makes the students and the parents of them have much more pressure about it. But I think before high school, as for me, I am totally okay with it. I am very happy and free in these years. Yeah.
It looks like you still get to have some free time to do what you want to do after your homework is done.
Yes. I think I am very lucky because I have a good mother. She always make me have a good mindset about study, and she helped me to balance the life between study and play. And we have a very good relationship. We are just like friends. So I think my family is quite different from other families. Actually, some of my friends in junior high school, they don't have a good relationship with their parents, and they always argue with each other, and because of the study and the scores. And I think this is not good. Scores is important, but it is not our whole life. If we can develop other skills, we can also be very successful in this society, I think.
Amazing. So what does your parents do for a job?
My mother, she opened a very small company in our city, and a restaurant. She opened a restaurant in my city, and the restaurant, she did it very well, and we have many customers at that time. And she is a very person that full of different kinds of abilities. And my father is police, and his job is to try to make the traffic better and solve some bad situations of the traffic. And my dad is quite busy, by the way, so he didn't give me so much company. So in my childhood, my mom accompanied me much more than my dad. Yeah.
So your mom is a 老板 of the restaurant.
Yes. But now she didn't do it. Now she just drink tea and read books and play the piano and do her things that she like.
She seems she really enjoys her life.
Yes. And I really love her lifestyle and I really learn a lot from her. And sometimes when I was disappointed about something, some people and me, my mom is always the person that can take me out.
I also heard that there's another exam to enter high school. Is that correct? 中考?
Yes, 中考. Yeah, it is the entrance to the high school. And it is also a very important exam for Chinese students because the high school, we have different levels high school. And if you can enter a better high school, then you can meet better teachers. Then you can have much more opportunities to get into a good universities. Yeah.
So that means that you needed to start preparing for 中考 to enter the better high school, right?
Yes. And at that time, I really worked very hard because we have 7 subjects and we need to take 7 exams. And I think it is quite challenging because we are just junior high school students and we need to, memorize many knowledge, and also we need to, use our brain every day from morning to evening. I really prepare a lot at that time. And my mom really helped me a lot. She helped me to do the study plan and helped me to try to memorize the knowledge better. So I get a good grade when I take the 中考. My scores is 666. Yeah, that is my score.
What is the full score?
I think 720. Yeah, that is the full score.
And then now you are studying at the Xiamen University means you are successfully entered the better level high school, right? Because Xiamen University is also one of the good universities in China.
Yes. I'm really lucky. Yeah, but actually, when I was in high school, I have never heard of Xiamen University because at that time, my goal is Peking University because, Peking University is one of the best universities in China. And I just know the Peking University and the Tsinghua University. I don't know other universities. But after the 高考, the national college entrance exam, I am a little bit sad because my score cannot let me to get into that university. So I start to focus on other good universities and I check about Xiamen University and I think, this university seems very suitable for me. So maybe this. So I choose Xiamen University and it is my first choice because we have 10 choices and I put Xiamen University the first one and I really successful to enter this university, so I am very glad about it.
Wow, that's good to hear. So before that, you must have been studying so hard for Gaokao. So what was your high school experience like? How busy were you?
It is very difficult for me when I was in high school. That is totally a nightmare for me. And at that time, I am very painful studying these subjects because it is completely different from what I experienced when I was in junior high school. In high school, because we have some bad competition between the students. For example, if my scores is higher than another student, then he or she may be very, very jealous and your relationship just make you feel that very pressure and sometimes you will get angry about him or her. And also the teacher because we are the students that have good scores. So the teacher very, very care about your scores and they ask you everything about what you do every day. What have you done after you finish all of the homework? It is really crazy and I have lots of pressure and I think at that time I am also crazy because I really want to get into the best university in China. So I just slept for 5 hours every day. I slept in 12, the midnight. And I woke up every day at 5 a.m. in the morning. Yes, and my mother also wake up at that time to prepare breakfast for me. And after I woke up every day, I just try to rememorize the knowledge of the subjects. But I think I don't like this kind of lifestyle and study style because too much pressure always lead a bad conclusion. So I think when I take the 高考, my score didn't show my full skills and the full abilities. So I think I didn't get my satisfied score. I think we should balance the life and our study. So after I go into university, I don't want to make myself as stressful as when I was in high school years. Yeah.
Did you also study on the weekend as well when you were in high school?
Yeah, of course. I study every day. And I think there are many Chinese students, they are same as me. Everybody study every day. Even in the Spring Festival, we still study and we don't have the rest time. And when you see that, oh, this person, this student, she is very good at studying and she also study every day. So maybe I should study every day as well. So, everybody has this kind of mindset. So we are very, very stressful.
Does it mean that you have too much homework to finish every day?
Yes, of course. And I think because my class is a little bit different from other classes. My class is the top class in our high school. So the teachers and the leaders have much more focus on our class. So our class obviously have much more homework than other classes. So we always finish our homework at near midnight. And sometimes because the homework is too much, so I can't finish it. So I think sometimes too much homework isn't necessary. A student can't finish it, then it is really unnecessary to, have so much homework and it makes us too tired. Yeah.
And probably most of those knowledge, you probably don't use it after you graduated from school, right? I guess.
Yes, of course.
So you said that because your class is the top class in the school, right? That means teachers put more expectation towards your course. That is why the teachers gave you more homework so that you can gain more knowledge. That means you can get better scores at the exam.
Yes, but not completely, because I think if students can get a good score, it is not completely depends on the class and the teachers. I think it mainly depends on ourselves. And it depends on ourselves, study method, the study time, and also the attitude, and also our brain. And the teacher just help us to finish all of it. But we cannot rely on the teacher too much because we need to use our own brain to think and to use our own hands to finish the exam papers. Yeah, but if you have a good teacher, he or she, you're taught you some useful ways to make you finish the exam paper better. Yes, that is definitely, and that's why all of the parents push their children so hard so that they can get into the good class. And when you get into the good class, you see that your classmates, they are very, very hardworking, so they can also push you to study harder.
So in high school, what kind of subject did you have?
We have math, Chinese, English, and also geography, politics, and also history. Because I didn't study chemistry and the physics. I am a 文科生. How to say it in English? A student that only study the subjects.
It's not the science side, not the science side.
Yeah. Yes. So I have 6 subjects in total.
In Japan, high school students also get to study music and art, and we also have sports class as well. Do you guys have such classes in high school or even junior high or elementary school?
In primary and junior high school, we have the PE classes, the music classes and art classes, but because the Chinese teacher and math teacher and English teacher, sometimes they take over these classes. So we don't have too much opportunities to have these classes. But in primary and junior high school, at least these students have the chance to take it. But in the high school, we totally can't have these classes. And all of these music classes and PE classes is math classes. Yes.
That means your focus is completely onto Gaokao.
Yeah. And the teacher and students and parents, they really have so much pressure about it.
And then you get to enter Xiamen University, right? And then you felt that Xiamen University is suitable for you. So in what point did you feel that Xiamen University is suitable for you?
That is a good question. And first of all, I think it is the environment, because I have experienced so many hard working years and I have gained too much pressure and I need to find a way to release my pressure. And I think Xiamen University's environment can help me release my pressure, because this university is very, very beautiful, and the university's location is very good because our university near the sea, and Xiamen, it is a very beautiful city and a romantic city. And in the university, we have the lakes, the cute animals, the trees, the flowers, especially, now it is the springtime. So we can see so many, the different kinds of flowers, and I love the scenery and I love the fresh air. After lunch, I also lie in the grassland in our university and I just enjoy the sunshine, and that makes me feel a lot better compared to what I experienced in my high school. Yeah. And also, I think I love my classmates and teachers, because most of the people I have met has positive minds and passion about their life, and they are very competitive and they are capable of doing many good things. And when we cooperate with each other, I think they also motivate me very much. So I think the environment of this aspect is also very important for me. And I think that is very suitable for what I am thinking and what I want to gain. Yeah, and Xiamen University just satisfies me. Yeah, and I really love it.
That's very good to hear. It seems like balancing your personal life and study is a key factor for your life, I guess. So you still study so hard, but you also would like to enjoy your personal time, right? Doing what you want to do.
Yes. Actually, this semester I am quite busy and I have so much work to do. But compared to my high school life, I think I have learned more. And I think I know more about, balancing the study, the work, and also life and play with my friends. So on the weekends, even though I have much work to do, I will make a plan every week. During the weekend, I will completely, finish it and or just make less work when I was in a weekend. And on weekends, I usually ride a bike with my friends along the sea, or we go to the gardens to have a picnic. Yes, and last week I just went out with my friends. We have a picnic, and that is very, very good because the fresh air, the nature, and love. I love all of it. Yes, and now I think I am much more happier.
So looking at your friends around you, so do they also have a similar mindset like yours, or they tend to focus more on to study?
I think it depends on different persons. I think as for my friends, some of them, they focus more on study, and sometimes I want to ask them and refuse me because they really have so much work to do. But I can totally understand them because they work really, really hard for their future. And me as well. It is just like we have different kind of lifestyles. And as for other friends, they tend to play more and study less because they think the classes in the university, maybe sometimes it can be a little bit boring, and it cannot link very well to their future career. So they will just focus on other aspects. Like they will not focus on the class. They will focus on finding the internship or other career opportunities. And when they are in the class, they just don't study as much as ours.
So those people would like to gain more experiences for the future, working experience through the internship, so that after they graduate from university, they can smoothly go into the work life.
Yes. It is absolutely depends on his or her own choice. Yes. And I think this kind of lifestyles are very good for them. If the person think that way, that lifestyle, that choice is suitable for him or her, and that's it, and that's right, that is totally suitable for him or her. Yeah.
So, what is your daily schedule like as a university student now?
Actually, I don't wake up very early. I woke up about 8 a.m. Yeah. And I have a easy breakfast. I bought myself milk and bread and sometimes some fruit, some oranges. Yeah. I usually have classes in the morning. So I directly take the bus to the classroom. And after that, maybe I will have lunch with my friends, or I will have lunch myself and I will call my mom to ask her about her day. And in the afternoon, I usually, besides having classes, I always love going to library because I think the library has good atmosphere and I love the energy, the energy just come out in that atmosphere and environment. And I love that. I love reading books and I love finishing my works in the library. And maybe I will stay there for 4 hours or 3 hours. It just depends on the plan that I have made that day. And in the evening, maybe I will ask my roommate, we go out to have dinner or we play the tennis. Yes, because this time we take the tennis class together. So we sometimes practice this sport. I am quite satisfied with my life now because I think I have already found the balance of work and life. Yeah.
That's amazing. And you live in dormitory, right?
Yes.
Do you share a room with your roommate or do you have your own room?
I have 3 roommates and the 4 of us just share the one dormitory and we live together. We have 4 desks and our bed, 4 beds above. And we also have a small bathroom and also a balcony so we can see the outside scenery. But I think now the dormitory I live in is a little bit small. But our university is building a new dormitory building. So I think next semester we can move into that new building. And I really quite want to live in that dormitory. Yes. And that dormitory building is much more closer to the classroom. So it will be more convenient.
So that you don't have to wake up too early, right? Because you live in the dormitory.
Yes. Actually, my dormitory is in my campus, but the walking distance between the dormitory and the classroom is too far. So I need to take the bus sometimes.
Oh, still.
Yeah. If I have enough time, like 40 minutes, then I will walk. But sometimes I don't have 40 minutes, so I just take the bus.
I see. And what time do you usually go to bed?
I think it depends on the work amount that day. I think this semester I usually slept between 11 p.m. to 12 p.m. I think it is a little bit late for me. I think I should just sleep earlier than now. Yes.
But still much earlier than your high school years, right? Because when you were in high school, you always went to bed around 12, right?
Yes. And that is crazy. I will definitely not sleep 5 hours a day. Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, sleep is very important.
Yeah. It can make us refresh in the next day, in the next morning. And we can do it in a very effective way if we have enough sleep.
So that means your roommate also go to bed around the same time as you, I guess, because you have to turn the light off.
Our sleep time is not the same because sometimes they have to finish their work. I think they sleep later than me. I don't know this semester when do they sleep, but I think this semester I am the first one to go to sleep. But before this semester, I sleep very late because at that time I didn't find the balance. So sometimes I just finish all of my work at night. Yeah, so at that time I sleep late. But now I didn't. Now I have already learned to finish my work in the morning. So I think my condition become much better.
Is there a lot of homework or assignment that you have to do?
I think it depends on choice because after we enter in university, the amount of our work, the amount of our assignments depends on our own choice. There are some homework that all of our students need to finish, but there are also some work that if you choose to finish it, if you want to open a new program, then you do it. Then you have another of work, but the person who don't choose to start this program just don't have this assignment. So it depends on your own choice.
It pretty much depends on what kind of subject you take.
Yes, of course.
And so you said that your major is journalism, right?
Yeah, our school has 5 majors. And my major is international journalism and communication. Yes.
What has motivated you to choose that major? It seems very interesting though.
I think the reason that I choose this major is because it has the international content. Because, international journalism and communication. And a person who loves learning English and speaking English with other people. And during my university years, I really done some work about it. One of my scientific research is to interview other foreigners. And I am glad and I enjoy talking to them. When you choose this major, you have much more opportunities to learn. Not only English, we also talk about the international news and we learn the different relations between different countries and also the reasons behind it. And we also learn some international communication, international journalism theories. At first, I think theories is a little bit boring, but now I don't think so. After I read some books, I think it is quite interesting. So I think I love this major more.
So what was your most memorable project during your university years?
Oh, I think that is definitely the scientific research this year. I have already interviewed 13 people, and they are from different countries. And there are content creators or they do the podcast. It is a huge project and tomorrow I still have 2 interviews for 2 foreigners, yes. And I am looking forward to it. And this project is focused on these foreign content creators. When they live in China, there are changes. Some changes happen and we focus on the changes and also how these changes has changed their content creating. So I think that is quite interesting because now the social media has many impact on the person in this era. Yeah.
So true. Because through social media, we can get any kinds of information about any countries.
Yes. It is very, very good because we can get the fresh information. But sometimes it is also, I think, not good because sometimes if you scroll through more videos, the brain rot, we have vocabulary, this word, and it just make people don't think too much, and I don't think that is good. Yeah.
Especially because of the algorithm on your social media platform, you'll be able to read the content that the social media thinks that you would like. So that means the content that you'll be able to read is kind of limited. So I think it is very important to, keep a balance of seeing what you would like to see and then other contents that probably it might be a little bit painful for you to know so that you can get to know what's really happening in the world.
Yes, exactly. I totally agree with you.
After graduating from university, what kind of plan do you have so far?
I think I have some directions about my job, but I don't make the final decision because I think now I am still in the exploring stage. Now I am just 20 years old. And I think I can explore, I can try different kinds of jobs. But I still have some directions that I like. For example, I can become an international journalist, and also I can work as a translator, and also I can do the marketing. Yes, because there are some of our students in our major, they also go into this area, this kind of career. And I think I can also try to do it, like, for example, participate in some internship and about this. Yes, so that I can finally... So I think I should take part in all kinds of the internship so that I can finally decide my decision, yes.
Do you also consider to go to grad school to get your master's degree?
Yes, I am working hard for my master's degree. I think after my master's degree, I will try to find my work. And as for my master's degree, I think I will also study this major because I really like this major. And I think this year is very vital for me because this year we have some opportunities for the students that want the master's degree to finally get into the universities that they want. Yes, so I am really working hard for it.
Wow, I heard that more and more Chinese students would choose to go to the grad school after graduating from university, so that after you getting your master's degree, there'll be more opportunities for you to find a better job, right?
Yes. So there are also some students, they want to get the master degree not because they want to study something. They just want to have more opportunities. After they graduate, they can have much more opportunities. So they want to get the master degree. Yeah. But I think since we choose to study the master degree, we want to get this degree, we have to learn something in the 3 years. It is 3 years. We can do many things in these 3 years. Yeah.
So true. Do you want to stay in China for a master's degree, or would you also consider going abroad for your master's degree?
I think I will stay in China, and I have already checked the universities that I want to go. And if I can get into that university, the university will have a program. They can send us to other countries. We can do the internship in other countries, and we have also many other foreign professors and some opportunities to get into other countries to experience and study. And also the fee of it is cheaper compared to if I go abroad and study. It is much more cheaper, so I choose to study in China.
That sounds very good.
Yes.
So that you can focus more onto the study, because when you go to overseas country, everything is different. Sometimes just doing the daily day could be sometimes very difficult or complicated. But if you stay in China and then but still go to another country for a limited period of time, so that you can still enjoy and feel the atmosphere of the country, and you can also enjoy the study.
Yes, definitely. So that's the reason that I want to choose the universities in China.
So you still have maybe 1 or 2 years at Xiamen University, right?
Yeah, less than 2 years. I think next year in 2027, I will graduate in Xiamen University.
What would you like to do? What would you like to accomplish during your university student time?
I think my goal is to try to grab more opportunities. I have already chose some programs, not just scientific programs, but also some career opportunities. I have contacted some persons, and also just contacting with them, and I want to cooperate, or I have already cooperated with them in some programs, so that I can try to, enhance my skills. And I think the ideal condition after graduating from Xiamen University is that I can have enough theory knowledge in academic, and I can also have at least 2 or 3 internship experience, so that I can have a better understanding of how to cooperate with other persons and how to do the work better and how to communicate with other person when we are in a workplace environment. And the third aspect, I think, just to enjoy. And because after graduating in our universities, the workplace, I think it is totally different from what I see and what I experience in the university. So I should really try to just enjoy.
I think that during the student period, you get to have more free time. Once you graduated from school and then become a full-time worker, probably you get more busy. For example, from Monday to Friday, from morning to the night.
Yes. That is also one of the reasons that I want to get the master degree, because I don't want to get into the workplace too early. Yeah.
But it is very exciting, and I think it is good that you have more opportunity to study, gain more knowledge, and then you can use your time for what you want to do. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what's coming to your future.
Thank you so much. I will try my best.
Thank you very much for letting me interview you.
And thank you so much for inviting me. I am very glad.
Thank you.
Thank you.